So today I'm going to show you guys how to make a falconry leash. This is one that I braided myself, and you want to make sure that you have one of these little swivels in it. I'll leave a link in the description on where you can find one of these guys. And I really liked this style because it's almost the same thickness as the leash ends up after you braid it. But you can kind of get these nice V's in there, so I'll show you exactly how I made this. Along with everything else. But some of the stuff that you are going to need to get started is, of course, some paracord. It's got to be the thin stuff, so make sure you get the thin paracord, a knife or a pair of scissors, a lighter, some pliers, and you're going to need something to fasten everything down. That way your thing doesn't move while you are braiding it. I already got this side started and finished, of course. And this is just the short side. You kind of make this short side here so that the metal piece doesn't hit the tail feathers of the bird and accidentally break the tail feathers. And so you can kind of see there how far down that little piece is. Also, you can kind of get those really nice V shapes in it, but what you want to do first is you want to cut 3 pieces that are roughly 16 to 18 feet long. You're going to line all 3 pieces together, and you're going to feed it through one of the sides of the swivel. That way you've got 3 strings on one side and 3 strings on the other. And so you want to find some sort of way to fasten it. I'm just using one of these little clips. This way it doesn't move from side to side as I'm braiding, otherwise it can kind of get a little wonky as you go. You want it to stay as straight as possible, and you kind of also want to keep a nice firm tension on it the whole time. I like to make my leashes really, really tight. They tend to just stay better and are kind of less weird when I finish. So I like to start with this order with the blue, light blue, blue, and then the blue, blue, light blue. So I'll take the first one on the right, on the farthest right. I'll bring it around the back and kind of in between 2 of them on the left, and then I'll do the same thing with the other side. So I'll take the one that's on the left and then bring it through the other 2 on the right. Getting it started is honestly the hardest part. Once you get going, it's actually pretty easy to keep it going. So you're going to basically keep braiding kind of till you get to the very, very end of the paracord, almost till the very end of it, and then you're going to split it. So of course you got 3 on one side and 3 on the other, and you're just going to split it, do a simple braid, do the 3 style braid on one side and the 3 braid on the other, so that you end up having just 2 braids side by side. And then this is another weird spot to start. Now this is how we started it in the first place, but again, you just bring kind of the right one around the back and in between the left one, and then you start on the left again, bring it through the back and through the right one, and then you just kind of repeat that, and you're only going to make this go roughly 2 inches long. You don't really want this one to be that long. You're just kind of finishing it off so that you have this nice little loop at the end that you can attach it to a perch. So when you're all done, you're going to want to cut the ends. So I just like to do one side at a time. I cut the right ones off first. I just burn them real quick, and then while that's melted and hot, I just take some pliers and I just kind of squeeze them together. And then I'll do the same thing to the other side. And then you're going to want to take both those sides. You want to make sure that they stick together, so burn it one more time. Stick them together with the pliers. Hopefully this tutorial worked out for you and you were able to see how this braid is done. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to leave them in the comments below. Again, you can find that swivel at Mike's Falconry. I'll leave a link in the description. I just want to see how my jesses looked with this leash. I ended up accidentally doing red, white, and blue there, but looks pretty nice. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It's pretty awesome. Again, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.